Yes, I do. Yes, I do indeed.
Oh, I should probably keep the Lumix Pro page open.
Yeah, I have it. I have it open on both computers just in case. And I'm waiting for the stream to pop up so I can open that young chat.
Open it up and mute it.
Oh, yeah.
First like, ha.
Why do okay, is that why people comment first? Like they're the first person on it?
I think so. They're the first comment or the first person on.
That's crazy.
I'm just going to get that done with.
First.
I beat him.
Oh, did somebody else do it? Oh, Caden, no. Caden, you freaking turd. Caden, you are not allowed on this live stream. That's so funny. Okay, I got to figure out.
I guess it doesn't count if I'm first, though, because technically I'm here before the stream.
I'm trying to imagine what Caden's doing right now. He's probably in bed with his clothes off. What a turd. Oh, yeah. Okay, my video.
Beautiful voice.
Is the stream lagging? It's like not playing back on my laptop. We got too much quality. Oh, no. Never mind. It's working.
No, it looks like it's fine.
Sweet. Caden's at Shopco.
It's good quality.
No one goes to Shopco.
What even is? I've never heard of Shopco.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just it's a Midwest thing, I guess.
I guess so.
When I lived in Nebraska, they had a Shopco, but that was like our last resort. Like you go to Dollar General before you go to Shopco.
Yeah, it's one of those places.
Not the Burton family though. They go straight for the Co.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Okay.
50% off entire store. That's a good reason.
Exactly. They're closing.
Perfect reasoning.
Hi, Webster 2016. Thanks for joining us. We're going to nerd out about some camera stuff.
Yeah, we are.
About Lumix.
I'm still watching that lens. It's refreshing the page.
Oh, yeah. Daniel found this. Why don't you just tell us about it, Daniel?
It's an anamorphic lens on eBay, and it's $102 right now with 11 minutes left.
Okay, but is it like... So I don't know much about anamorphic. Like, is it just the front element thing?
Yeah. So basically, it's a lens that they used to use on projectors. So the projector image would be squeezed, and then it would shoot through the anamorphic lens, which would de-squeeze it to like widescreen. And that's how movies used to be screened back in the day. So
that's crazy.
What you do now is you get a clamp that you clamp this lens onto the front of your, like a taking lens, like that vintage lens I have.
Okay.
And then it converts that into basically a full-fledged anamorphic for much less than 10 grand.
That's crazy. So the clamp that puts like the front element onto the taking lens, is it like secure?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then
super secure.
Do you just have to like align it a certain way to get it to project right?
Yep. So the clamp, a lot of clamps have screws. So the clamp you screw onto your lens, and then it has screws that screw into the anamorphic lens. So
oh. Okay.
Yeah. So it's really easy to set up.
I'm glad that you actually know things about cameras so that you can provide knowledge, and I will just be the dumb guy who asks questions.
Nah, you know all the things.
That's the one thing about the GH5 that I feel like I'm not taking advantage of is the anamorphic side. But it's just such it's a big investment.
It's a vast investment.
Yeah, but it would be so sweet.
$105.
That's true. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Kevin Johnson, you are not allowed on this stream.
Hello, Kevin.
Do you know who Kevin is? Did I tell you about Kevin?
Yeah, you've told me. He's the guy you shot with, right?
Yeah, he's an absolute turd. He's coming to Nashville in like a week or 2 weeks, and we're gonna make some art together. So it'll be cool.
That'll be good.
I'm excited, Kevin. So should we just jump into this Lumix stuffs?
Let's do it.
Okay. There's a.
Shut up, Alexa. I don't need your opinion.
Alexa wants to chime in, okay? Okay, so Lumix announced this pro service thing. It says introducing Lumix pro services, and basically, what was your like basic understanding of it, Daniel?
So I got super excited when I saw it first because they have a thing where you can try out like new equipment,
try out new stuff.
Which would be super dope. Yeah. So like I was thinking, like you could try out lenses. I actually don't own any Micro Four Thirds lenses, so it'd be cool to try some good ones out and see if I actually would like to use them. And also all the care stuff. Like if your camera is damaged, you send it in and they'll send you a new one right away, so that you can keep working while yours is being repaired. So there's a lot of interesting and useful aspects to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But then we found the one flaw.
Yeah, there's a couple flaws. Well, so we were like video chatting while we both discovered this, right? Or you found it and sent it to me while we were just chilling, and we got super stoked. And let me see if I can find that spot. Okay, so there's this little like section here for eligibility, and it just says for Lumix Pro services, you have to have these following prerequisites. So you have to have 2 current Lumix professional camera bodies. So that's the G85, G9, GH4, GH5, or GH5S. So at least 2 of those. And so we got like super stoked because we were like, oh, we could get another GH5 or something. And then down here in this little secret print, it says plus 4 Lumix lenses. And
that's in their list. And their list is some like, it's not the cheap lenses. It's the it's the good lens.
So like as soon as I saw that, I was like, I don't even care anymore. It's just like that immediately. I mean, they're just trying to get people to buy more into their stuff, which I get.
Which makes sense. Like,
but,
it makes sense.
But at the end of the day, it's like, for me, that would limit my creativity because I don't want to use Micro Four Thirds lenses.
No. No matter how small they are and how cute they are, like.
Yeah.
I don't want to use them.
Yeah.
I have no interest in using them except for the Voigtlander lenses because those just look so good.
Yeah, those are actually really cool. I don't know, I just like heavier lenses. I like, because the camera's so light, I like to at least balance that a little bit by putting some weight on the front. Yeah,
exactly.
Like the Sigma lenses are nice and heavy and affordable and
beefy.
Super fast.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Good Micro Four Thirds lenses are really expensive.
Yeah, they are. For such a small little thing.
Yeah. So that's the real big bummer about that whole program. Is the fact that you have to own not only 2 camera bodies, but 4+ lenses as well.
Yeah, exactly. I found
but you get a 2 business day service turnaround for repairs, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Free next day shipping both ways, 20% off of out of warranty repairs. You can get free EVF clean lens calibration or firmware updates. Who sends their camera to update the firmware?
Yeah, what the heck?
Like, who does
do it online for free by yourself?
You can do that twice per year with this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
you get a gift.
It makes me wonder, like, there's like also different levels of membership that I found at one point. I need to try to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So
the benefits I was just reading were off the platinum membership.
Yeah, and that's all that they show on their front page, and then they make it hard to find the other parts. So
that could make it even less like good.
Yeah, it's
I don't know the right word for it.
Yeah, I gotta find these. Of course, they make it hard to find the lower ones. Yeah, eligibility. Maybe I found it on like a different website or something. I don't know, but basically, there's like entry level. There's like 5 different like levels.
And platinum is the highest.
Yeah, platinum is the highest one. And I think you still have to pay for all of them.
Yeah, the platinum is $200 a year on top of owning all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of goofy. I don't
What
know.
do you like? Do you have to own every single professional camera body and every single Lumix lens in order to get the platinum tier?
I think you have to have like it was either 3 or 5 camera bodies. It's insane.
What would anyone want to do with 5 camera bodies?
For real, it's weird. Okay, I think I found.
That's a lot of requirements.
Okay, I'm on their UK site right now. Trying to find it. Okay, how do membership levels work? Okay, so there's red, silver, gold, and platinum. So the red one, let's see. You have to have 1 body and 1 lens.
Gotcha.
And if you want to do maintenance or lens calibration, you have to pay for it. You can't do any loans, and no free shipping.
So pretty much worthless.
So pretty much nothing. Oh wait, is that one? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's dumb. It's free. You don't pay for that one. So it's like, why is that even a membership?
So that's actually just what we have right now when we don't have anything. We pay when we want to send it.
We are red members.
Yes.
Heck yeah, that was easy to sign up. So the next one is the silver. You have to have 1 body and 3 lenses. You still have to pay for maintenance or calibration, and there's no free shipping.
And no loans, I'm guessing.
After turnaround time in home country.
I don't know what that means, turnaround time, but
yeah,
like,
I think that just means if they want to send you stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next one is gold. So you have to have 2 bodies, 3 lenses, turnaround time 3 days, and then maintenance and calibration you get 1 per year, and then the repair loan is after repair received in home country.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, I mean, that sounds. I mean, 2 bodies and 3 lenses isn't completely ridiculous if you're really invested in that system.
Yeah, if you use micro four thirds like only and native blast, then that's pretty standard.
It seems like a good option. The platinum is kind of insane though. It's 3. You have to have at least 3 bodies and 5 lenses.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
And it's just kind of goofy because you're paying for this. Like you have to buy all of their stuff, and then like also buy the membership.
And then and then you have to pay for that. Okay, let's see what Sony's one is.
Oh, I didn't know they had one.
Yeah, they have one as well.
It's called the Shoot in the Dark program.
I don't know if it tells me though.
David, what's up, dude? I messaged you back today. The problem is I love panny cameras, but can't stand their lenses. Focus by wire, shaking my head. Yeah,
focus by wire suck.
Yeah, I'm basically just never. I don't think I'll ever really get into the 4/3 system. I have 1 micro 4/3 lens, and it's the Vedra Cinema Prime, and that one's sweet, but I still don't use it very much.
Yeah, I've never seen you use it.
I've used it on a couple music videos for like a few shots.
A while ago, like when I first started watching you, you shot a music video that was in this like kind of dingy looking
like an attic
wooden home. Yeah, like attic type thing.
That was all Vedra.
Yeah, you used it on that one. But then other than that, I haven't really seen you use it that much.
Yeah, I haven't used it much since then. It is. I need to just like use something. But again, it's like really tiny. I like bigger lenses.
Yeah. There's 33 seconds on that anamorphic lens.
Oh, really? I'm going to go back to this little thing. Oh, dude. Let's just look at these photos. These are so funny, dude. These team photos look like mug shots, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez. These guys.
Oh, man. Especially the one furthest on the right.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because the lighting on that one is just so flat.
Dude, poor Ruben. 7 years of Lumix prison.
And that's all they give him after 7 years.
That one photo.
Yep.
He looks like a nice guy.
Not even lit nicely. Just
yeah, they're like, you know what? Just stand in front of this white wall.
Sorry, our light bulb popped. We're gonna use the on-camera flash. Just don't blink.
Just don't blink, Ruby. Ruben. What a good guy, though. So
he likes the LX100 thanks to its compact size.
Oh, is that what it says on there?
Hobbies include walking and reading.
Okay, though, can he both like walk and read at the same time? Could it? Because if so, that's
possibly, dude.
That's pretty impressive.
And then Veronica over here, she's been working for 6 years on Lumix cameras.
Yeah.
She loves 4K video, GH5.
Hell yeah.
She also enjoys sunset photography and collecting coins and antiques.
Dude, good for her. See, that's.
And then Carlos.
Oh, let's see what Carlos is up to.
His background and degree is in electronics. He loves the zoom on the FZ70. He designs printed circuit boards, databases, and signs for fun.
Do you think they like ask them to like write down a couple things that they like for the interview, and they're like, I have no time for this. I like sunsets.
Yeah, sunsets.
They just completely blew it off.
Photos, because this is for a photo website.
I like the zoom on the camera. It's really cool how it zooms in and stuff.
Want to push that little zoom in.
That's goofy. So yeah, who would this like? I'm trying to think, who would this be for, like this membership?
I actually haven't seen any like Micro Four Thirds people out online who have like 3 GH5 bodies or something. I've never seen anyone like who uses that in their day-to-day work life.
Yeah.
So I don't know who would do that. I mean, get to the platinum tier.
I was thinking like maybe there's like a production group that has like a bunch of cameras, but if you're like usually if you're like a high-end production team, you have like C200s or Reds or something, like
exactly.
Not GH5s.
Even smaller production teams these days, like there's one in my local area, and they're pretty small. They shoot on Reds and like C200s, exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And I think the GH5 to them is like a C camera.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of sad because it's a beautiful camera.
It is, yeah. It's just, I feel like it's more like the Panasonic cameras are more marketed towards like the solo creators.
Right.
Like run and gun.
No solo creator is going to be like, okay, I've got my 3 GH5s. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? I mean, maybe there's a bunch of like Micro Four Thirds fanatics out there that have a bunch of stuff and want the free fixes and stuff. But also usually what's strange is like usually Panasonic cameras come with like that bonus extended warranty if you send in your
like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, so it's like
3 years.
Why would you really need to pay a lot of extra money for something you basically have already?
One thing that I could think of for people who would use it would be like wedding filmmakers. If you were a like Micro Four Thirds only wedding filmmaker, you probably would have 3 cameras because
that's true.
You would do like if you had 2 shooters, they would have a camera each. Then you would probably have one for lockdown shots,
like during the ceremony and stuff. Yeah, that's
so
a good call.
One, like Scott McKenna, he has 3.
Yeah.
So he has one for him, one for Pablo, and then one that they just leave on a tripod with like a 70 to 200.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they're not going to have, they probably don't have 5 lenses though. Like Panasonic lenses.
He has a lot of Panasonic.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Then that's like, I guess maybe that would be good for them.
But he's the only person that I've ever seen who has a lot of lenses as well as 3 bodies. So
do you think it's worth like paying like $200 a year for that?
I don't know. Because like, how much does it cost to get it repaired out of warranty? If it costs around that, then I would probably say it's worth it.
Yeah.
Just because you'd probably have to pay it anyway, and you'd probably get worse service if you didn't have that pro support.
Yeah. But also like the bodies like last quite a long time, and then like new ones come out all the time. So it's like, getting cameras repaired is kind of like for mirrorless is kind of becoming non-existent because you kind of just buy and sell.
Yeah.
After a year or two.
I also feel like getting electronics repaired in general is kind of, or warranties at least, like extended warranties and stuff, because it's to a point now where they last a long time. They're relatively cheap, so by the time it breaks, it's probably time to upgrade anyway.
Yeah, that's a really good point. For me, it's totally like irrelevant, and I wouldn't ever need it. But I mean, I guess it's at least like that. It's cool that they're thinking about their customers.
Right, and you got to give them credit for that.
So
it is a cool service.
Yeah, it's a pretty great idea for a service, especially like
Yeah.
the part that I was really stoked about was like the getting new products like loaned to you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I had all this extra like gear to qualify, I would do it and then just get their newest cameras and like make videos early, like before anybody else on YouTube.
Exactly.
So that could be a benefit.
I know that's what Scott McKenna did with he got the Sony A9 when that just came out. He got that on loan. He was making videos all about that, and then he just sent it back. So,
dude, yeah, if you're in the YouTube game and you'd want to specialize
in that, you could get like the S1 early and make videos on S1 versus
GH5. That would get a crap ton of views.
It would.
That's crazy, but I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say about that? Is there anything more to even talk about? It seems like it went way under the radar.
Yeah, I found that like on accident on some forum, and then I haven't seen or heard anything else about it.
Yeah,
and like we were talking earlier, we tried to look it up, and there wasn't really any information on it either.
Dude, I wish Lumix would change their logo. Actually, I think it's
pretty.
It's like the bank Gothic font. I think.
It's pretty bland.
Let me look at it. Bank Gothic font.
It looks cool, like on camera.
Dude,
like,
it's totally bank Gothic font.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Let's see.
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah. I think it does look exactly like it.
It's not terrible. It's just kind of goofy, but yeah, I mean it's cool. It's cool that they're thinking about their customers and stuff. I feel like they just from. I mean, how long have you been in the like Panasonic system?
August 2017.
2017.
2016.
Yeah.
It was 2016 or 2017, somewhere around there.
Has your experience been like pretty good and everything?
I've literally had no problems with this camera whatsoever.
Yeah. I have never had an issue.
I can't think of anything to complain about when I think of except everyone complains about the autofocus. I started out with a Canon T3i and it didn't have autofocus.
Yeah.
So like getting a camera that doesn't have the best autofocus but amazing picture quality was like not a big deal. And now if you have native lenses, the autofocus actually kind of works pretty well.
Yeah, I haven't tried that at all.
No complaints really.
Yeah, dude, I started with the T5i however many years ago, and then I got a 70D which had insane autofocus.
Yeah.
And then
my brother got the T, and I was comparing that with the T3i, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like all the hype was the Canon 5D Mark III, and so I like wanted one so bad, but they were so expensive. Yep. And then I saw Andy Axe making videos on the GH4. Dude,
that's like my favorite YouTube channel because that guy is so
love his
nice.
Channel.
And
He's
his
so
videos
nice.
Are so heartwarming.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love his channel. Like I learned in the beginning of my like filmmaking startup, like I learned so much from his channel.
Yeah, same.
But I saw he did like this comparison between the 5D3 and the GH4, like just like resolution and stuff. And it blew my mind. I was like, what is this little Panasonic camera?
Yeah. Who is this unheard of brand?
It is so cheap. And it had the flip out screen, 4K. It's crazy. So like he was the reason I ended up trying Panasonic, and then I like fell in love with it. It's perfect.
Yeah. I haven't had any complaints about Panasonic or this camera at all.
Yeah.
The only thing that's wrong with it right now is like on the front, the rubber's kind of peeling.
Oh yeah, I think that's everybody's GH5 actually.
I think so. Yeah.
Mine's like that. Collins is like that.
It's not an issue. That's just like a little cosmetic.
Yeah.
You actually use your camera. Good job.
Yeah, it's a battle scar. Dude, I had one problem at a wedding, but it wasn't the GH5's fault. It was the speed booster's fault. So 2 years ago, I was shooting a wedding. It was the night of New Year's Eve. And,
ouch.
Dude, it was in Nebraska. It was a blizzard. It was like freezing cold. and my speed booster and lenses got so cold that when I went to put the lens on the speed booster like destroyed all of the contacts on the lens, all the connections. So for the whole day, it happened to both of my Sigma lenses. Because I didn't know what was going on, so I was just like messing with it. So I destroyed both my Sigma lenses, and I had to shoot at whatever aperture they were set to, and it was not super wide open. So,
and it was at night.
Yeah. Luckily, it was a decently well lit venue, but
oh man,
yeah. And I didn't shoot in log. I was like, I have to like shoot in natural or something, so this isn't super noisy. But dude, that was like so scary. So when I got home from that, I had to send my speed booster to Hong Kong, and I had to send both of my Sigma lenses to wherever that was. I don't remember, but Sigma was super cool. They like never even really contacted me. Like they confirmed that they got the shipment, but then they just sent it back. They like fixed everything for free and shipped it for free.
Hey, look at that. Sigma has pro service that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah. And I don't have extended warranty on any of my lenses. They just did it.
That's cool.
It was super cool too because the ring like rubber things on this 18 to 35 were like destroyed. Like one of them was off. I like had to take it off. It was so gross.
Oh yeah.
And they
like or like armband or something around.
Yeah, I had like two like you can actually get like lens bands. They look like wristbands, and I put two of them on the lens. But they like totally rehoused that and everything for free.
Wow.
So
that's some good service.
Yeah, that's some Sigma Pro service right there, which I was really, really happy with. But that's the only issue I've had, but that wasn't anything really to do with the GH5. It was everything else connected to it.
I haven't even had issues with like speed boosters because some people have a lot of problems with like the only thing I did have to do with the speed booster was adjust the infinity focus.
Oh, I had to do that too, actually. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like no issues. Camera's working fine. All the ports in the camera work fine.
Mm-hmm.
All the buttons are still nice and clicky.
I remember. So when I hung out with you in Florida, I was like messing with your camera, and your speed booster was like super tight on your camera, and mine is like wobbly. Like, how did you get yours to be secure?
So my camera was in a cage then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's also really wobbly.
Okay.
But what I did, the reason why I got the cage in the first place was because I was walking around with my camera, and my fingers were up against the speed booster, and I could feel it like kind of lifting up off the body because it doesn't have a really solid like, attachment. So I got the cage, and then the small rig cage they have a little adapter that you screw onto the cage and then screw into your speed booster where your tripod foot used to go.
Oh.
So now the speed booster is attached to the cage with two screws, so it keeps it locked.
What?
So now, so that's why my camera is always in the cage, because my speed booster is now screwed into the cage and not really putting any stress or strain on the camera.
Dude, I need to get... How much is the small rig cage?
You have the 8-in cage, don't you?
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Just check the front of the cage. You might have two screw holes underneath your lens mount for it.
I think I checked. I don't think I have that, but let me go grab it really quick.
Okay. I would show you guys, but the camera is being used right now. I can't.
Yeah, I don't have any screws on it.
No.
I know.
The small rig cage. Let me see.
I have the small rig handle.
That cage is so nice, though.
Dude, it's
so like sleek.
Yeah, that's like the reason I wanted it, is because it was so form-fitting.
Yeah.
To the camera.
The small rig one is actually really form-fitting. Not as much as that, but it's very form-fitting.
I should have got that one for that mounting option. That's nice.
All right, so the cage that I got is $89.
How much?
89.
89. Dang.
Yeah.
Frick! I should have got that one.
And then right under the lens mount, there's two like quarter 20 holes or whatever. No, they're not quarter 20. They're a bit smaller.
Yeah.
But so the speed booster attachment goes there and then screws into your speed booster so that it no longer has any wiggle.
Wild, dude.
Super.
If the GH6 has the same exact body as the 5, I'll just buy that cage.
Yep, that one.
Have you thought about at all what they might do with the GH6?
I think they're gonna do ProRes raw, definitely.
Really?
I think so.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
The Z6 does it. And Panasonic is always those people who are like, hey, let's beat everyone else and put some stupid, insane like capabilities in our cameras for not that much money.
So do you think they'll do 4K 120?
I bet that's another thing. I think they're gonna up the 4K slow-mo to at least 120.
At least 120?
I think 120 definitely.
Really? Dude, that's a lot of horsepower.
Right, but I think that they're gonna do 6K up to 30.
Oh, let's go, baby.
The next thing.
Oh my gosh, dude! If they could,
if you think about it, they're doing 4K 60 on full frame now. I mean, that is cropped, but they also have non-cropped 4K modes in that camera up to 10-bit.
It's true.
Body.
Yeah.
So I think they have the horsepower. They're probably just gonna work on it and get it. Working in a micro four thirds sensor.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they keep going with whatever technology they did with like the GH5S sensor. It was way better color science and it was bigger than micro four thirds.
Yep.
And if they keep going with, I'm cool with that size because we can use speed boosters and get almost full frame images. Yep. It's just push the specs as far as you can. Keep the sensor where it's at. We're 6K, fine with it.
Give me 4K 120.
Dude, okay. What I was thinking though is if they go past 4K 60, we have Adamus Ninja 5s, which just capture 4K 60.
But what I also would like them to do is, you know how the Sony actually outputs 120 frames per second over HDMI in 1080. And if you have the Ninja, I'm pretty sure you can record that 120 as ProRes. So it's super high quality.
Wait, from which camera?
The A7 III.
Really?
It's 1080 slow motion isn't variable frame rate. It's actually 120 frames a second footage.
Right.
That's why it has sound and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish that we could get with the GH5 is just straight up 120.
So if they can do that, then you can record 120 ProRes over.
Oh my lord. Yeah, that's I love shooting in 120 and actually I really like 108 frames per second too, but it's such lower quality color and stuff too cuz all of the bit rate is being stretched out over all those frames. And it's very limited, so it kind of just falls apart really fast.
That's why I barely shoot 120. I mainly shoot 4K 60.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too. For all my slow-mo, it's just 60 is for the kind of edits that I do, I don't let shots hang for very long anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So 60 is good.
I'd rather have shots that are slow enough to where you'd be like, oh, look, slow motion. But at the same time, you still have that crisp 4K.
Yeah.
I live right across the road from the fire station.
You got some wild stuff going on over there in Florida.
Some old person fell. And
I hope not.
Panic button.
You know what? I hope it's a young person that fell.
Yeah.
Our generation needs to learn.
They need to fall and take some knocks and learn how to get back up.
Dude, they need to get hit. My friend sent me a picture of him watching us on his freaking huge TV. I don't know if you can see.
Perfect. That is a big TV. Look, our faces fill it up.
Dude, we're just filling screens right now, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Okay, so we're still talking about camera stuff, obviously. But so, did you hear about the Samsung? Is it the S10 that came out?
Yeah, the S10. I have the S8 here, and this phone has a really good camera on it.
I forgot that you're a Samsung boy.
I'm a Samsung boy. Yeah.
Look at you go.
My preferred phone. So I'm actually gonna give Verizon a call after this because they have a pretty good promotion going on, and see if I can finagle our plan to see if I can get the S10 and the S10e for the same price that we're paying now.
So I was Verizon.
And then I'll let you know about the camera.
Yeah, dude, please. That would actually be really cool if you did an S10 comparison to the GH5.
That would be interesting.
Because apparently the S10, I'm trying to find it on my laptop, but the S10 shoots an HDR.
Yeah, not just like fake HDR like most phones, but like HDR10.
Right.
Which isn't that the standard right now?
I'm pretty sure that's I can't remember. I think, is that the standard on YouTube? Is it HDR10?
HDR10 is the YouTube standard, yeah.
Yeah. I've never messed with HLG or anything HDR.
I tried shooting HLG and it was awful. And I was like, I'm just going to shoot Vlog because it actually gives you more dynamic range.
Yeah, people like comment on my videos and they're like, dude, have you thought about trying HLG over Vlog? And I was just like, no, like I like Vlog a lot. I like all the flexibility. Like, and HLG looks like super dark. Like,
yeah,
if your settings are all the same between Vlog and HLG, like it looks significantly darker. Yeah. And that's already my number one struggle with this camera is the low light stuff. I don't want to push it. Right. But okay, I'm trying to find. So it says the screen size or the resolution is Quad HD plus, which I'm trying to figure out.
Is that like 1440p but a bit bigger?
I don't know. I wonder what 4K would look like packed into a cell phone screen. Would that be too much?
I feel like, I don't know. That would be interesting because the pixels would be so small.
Dude, yeah, the pixels would be insane.
So clear.
It would be like, there would probably be like no noise on anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like my laptop is the Dell XPS 15, and it's got a 4K screen, and it's like, it's beautiful. And like even compared to the iMac, this is like a 5K screen. I think it's like 27 inches or something. Yeah. Like the Dell looks so much like sharper to me because of how small the screen is compared to the iMac. So I can't imagine what 4K would look like if they. It'd be so crazy.
This tiny little screen.
Okay, it says the screen and the camera have like HDR10 plus support for superior contrast and color.
Superior. My question is, how bright is the screen?
It's 1200 nits.
What?
Yeah, dude. That's wild.
So my monitor is 400 nits.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, that's like pretty normal, I think.
The Ninja is 1,000 nits.
It's 1,000?
Yeah.
The Ninja gets bright.
It's like brighter than the Ninja.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's crazy.
Jeez.
I'm trying to find more.
But yeah, that would be really interesting to test it out versus the GH5 and just see. Because usually, like with a phone, it's 4K, it looks good, but when you put it next to a camera, the camera just blows it out of the water because of the bit rate and like.
Yep. And the motion and everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like phones, even when you're shooting manual, like you have to like have a super fast shutter speed. Yeah. To get the exposure decent.
It doesn't look good.
It just looks like so choppy. Dude, Michael is on. He said hashtag Buf Nation, and he's finally online the same time as you guys. Michael, what time is it in your beautiful Swissland?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. Daniel's going to poop. Probably. What if we just ended the stream and didn't tell him? Oh, man. But yeah, so I've been looking at this Samsung phone. I've been an iPhone user since the iPhone 4. And I think it'd be kind of fun to try something different. And Samsung's screens always look really, really good. I'm pretty sure that Samsung like makes Apple's screens, actually. They're like, I think like the leaders in like OLED technology and stuff. So it might be cool to give Samsung a try. I'm just worried because I like AirDrop. And I like AirDrop. So I guess I better stick with iPhone. I don't know. Samsung Galaxy S10 specs. Michael, it's near 8 p.m. there. Seems like you missed the whole convo. Yeah, so far we like Michael, we talked about like the Lumix Pro service and basically how it's not worth it for me or Daniel. And then now we're just kind of geeking out about like the new Samsung S10, Galaxy S10, I think. So fit inside of it. Kevin, I'm scared of you. He's back. Thank God.
I returned. Hello.
I was about to end the stream.
Oh no.
Dude, the S10 has 8 gigs of RAM. That's a wild amount of RAM for a phone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jeez. That's what my like first MacBook had.
Absolutely ridiculous.
There's so many articles about the S10. I don't know what to look at.
Dude, just go watch MKBHD's video. They're always so clean.
That's true.
Information is so
I
good.
think he said he shoots all of his videos in 8K 30 frames per second.
Yeah, he shoots them all on his Red Monstro. Yeah, I think he has 2 Red Monstros now.
Oh my gosh. Dude, did you see his like studio tour?
Yeah.
It's just a massive room full of gadgets.
Yeah,
It's insane.
Absolutely. That's like my heaven right there. I could just go and like be in there for the rest.
Bro, I just realized that I had a dream about him last night.
Really?
Yes, I think I had a dream that he emailed me and said, dude, great content, keep up the work, or something like that.
You're like, go check your email. Maybe it's not a dream.
Shoot.
Oh.
What if? He's like, hey, dude, I have 2 Red Monstros, and I was just thinking about giving one away to a subscriber.
I really like your content. Hopefully this inspires you to keep up the good work.
Good luck editing this footage. Nope,
Hey,
no
apparently
emails.
Red Raw is really easy to edit.
Yeah, Kevin edits Red footage, and he said that it's really efficient. Kevin, why don't you give us a quick, why don't you just tell us about Red footage, Red Raw footages? Yeah. Go ahead. Come on,
try to make us like Red better than our GH5.
Okay, yeah, Kevin, go ahead and try to tell us why we should switch from GH5 to Red. Besides, it looks better.
Oh, Michael wants to know if we talked about the Galaxy Fold. So that's their foldable phone.
Oh, dude, I'm
it's
gonna look
$2,000.
The Galaxy Fold.
Yes.
Galaxy.
Red Raw tastes like cake. I'm convinced I will sell my camera.
Deal. Let's sell our cameras, get a Red, and then get the Lumix partnership.
Yep.
The Galaxy Fold.
That's true. If you have all the money, carrying around the money gets heavy. So you might as well go spend the money on a Red camera. That is so genius.
That's true. Kevin's living that rich
if I
daddy
buy a
life.
Red, I don't need to have a bank account anymore because I won't have anything in there.
That's true.
So that's like less stuff I have to worry about.
You could probably get like a modular Red attachment that's like just a piggy bank if you needed some extra money.
Because all I'm gonna have left is pennies. So
that's true. Get rid of that cash so you're more mobile.
Yes.
Dang.
I got the picture here. I understand.
So I was looking at pictures of the Fold.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to like. Does it just like
what's cool?
flip over on itself?
They still have headphone jacks.
Nice. Whoa,
Samsung.
it just looks like 2 iPhones kind of making love.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That's interesting.
And it's $2,000.
Just all that. I don't know if I can handle all that love making in my pocket though. It might get
that's quite a bit.
A little rambunctious. That's wild.
Yeah, I think it's a really unique idea, and for people who could use that, I think it definitely has its like target market. Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out like who they're marketing toward for something like that. Unless you're crazy rich and have phones to spare, the foldable device may not be for you. What?
$2,000 for something like that is not actually that bad because that's quite a like impressive feat of technology to have like a phone that thin made of that
Yeah.
fold.
So
but it's one of those things
dude.
that's like cutting edge. I don't really need this, but
So it basically just becomes like a tablet.
yeah,
Whoa. Okay, I gotta see if I can pull this little thing up that I found.
it's
CNET
pretty cool.
Galaxy Fold. This thing that I just found. There's this cool little. I don't know if you can see it if you're watching the stream, but that's insane. So there's like a little front interface, like when it's folded up, and then when you open it, it switches to the big screen.
Pretty sweet.
That's crazy.
Bam.
Bam, boy. So just wait till you try to stuff it in the side pocket of your skinny jeans. What? So
my skinny jeans have a really big, roomy side pocket.
Mine are stretchy, so I can like fit like an iPad Pro in my front pocket.
You could probably fit a red in there. And
Red on one side, Galaxy Fold on the other, and you are just ready.
Ooh.
You're ready.
Ready to go.
To rock. Rodrigo, what's up? Rodrigo Rojas. What a beautiful name.
It is absolutely fantastic.
That's just wild. It's just absolutely wild right now. I'm trying to find how. Does it say how many viewers we have?
We have 8, I think, right now.
Jeez.
Red eye to go. Ready to go.
Red
With a little eye for iPhone. Oh, do you want to know one of the main reasons? This is completely off topic, but it's something that's I find kind of funny. A really good reason to invest in a drone, if you live in a small community, is when your client calls you up and says, "Hey, I need you to go get some pictures of like the beach and the beach access at these homes that you took photos of. And I'm sick, so I don't want to go out and get those photos. So I'm just going to fly my drone there from my porch."
Are you really going to do that?
Photos. Yeah.
That's so cool. I think I'm going to... So I'm doing this like weird... So I have a bunch of student loan debt, basically. But
That's always fun.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm consolidating all of it into one loan through like my dad's property. He owns a bunch of random property, but that's going to be like the collateral. So my payment's going to go way down. And I think through that process, somehow I'm getting some extra money, I guess. So I'm going to I think I'm going to get the Mavic 2 Pro.
Dude, you won't regret it.
I'm so excited, dude. I can't stop watching videos on it.
It's absolutely amazing.
It just looks... I was thinking about getting the Air, but the 2 Pro just looks like
My friend got the Air, and then when we went to South Africa, he came to visit for 2 weeks, and he got the Air before he came. And then when we were flying our drones together, he wanted to return it and get the 2 Pro.
Yeah.
And his whole reasoning that he got the Air was like, oh, he doesn't use it like much, so get the cheaper one.
Yeah.
But then when he saw how different the quality was and how much more stable the 2 Pro was, he was like, yeah, this is just worth the extra money for it.
Yeah, dude, it just looks so professional. I feel like it would be a good companion to the GH5.
It is. It's very good.
I think
the
that'd
colors
be cool.
match up very well.
You said that you use like the Alexa LUT on it, kind of.
Yeah,
right?
I found a way to use it. You kind of have to like tweak it a lot, but
yeah,
it does work, and you can make it match nearly perfect.
Hey, cool. Dude, you're so like
that's my pet peeve
smart.
Is when people have drones and they like mix their drone footage with camera footage, but it looks so different.
Yeah,
and you know that it was a drone that they used to get the shot, and it doesn't. It kind of like pulls you out of the like viewing experience. So I always try to get my drone to look as much like my camera footage as possible.
Yeah, that's smart. Dude, I just want to get like sweet shots of the Nashville skyline from as many angles and just incorporate that into like my vlogs and stuff. I think that'd be super cool. So
plus, if you want to go full time on YouTube, you have to have a drone.
It's just part of the requirements.
Yeah, you can't do it without a drone.
Dude, yeah, I have a video coming out tomorrow talking about my my new job that I started yesterday so that I can try to make this YouTube thing happen. So I won't explain it now, but so the video is coming out tomorrow, and it's also the video about Colin Ross.
Ah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So
It looks like he's coming back finally.
yeah, dude, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm like trying to push
Sure.
him a little bit. So come on now, son. Come on. You don't have arms. You just have to use your forehead. Come on now, son. Come on. It's like a cat. Dude, yeah, he's so good at like incorporating drone footage into his stuff too.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
It's super fluid.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Yeah, his videos always had like a very specific look. I think he said he used like a specific LUT for a long time. I don't remember what it was. But I think he shoots in the natural profile.
I think so.
That's
pretty popular.
A lot of people do that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, all the weddings I shot have been in the natural profile. Just because
really?
it's quick. Yeah.
So in post-production, like, do you just slightly tweak everything, or how do you do that?
I've got some LUTs that I have that don't do much, and I don't put them on like a. I mean, they do quite a bit. It's the Weibel Reverie.
Oh yeah.
Which is just stupid expensive, and I don't know if I actually recommend.
Dang, that sucks.
I put those on, and they do a good job. They like tweak skin tones to make them just pop a little bit more. They kind of make it more moody and whatnot. But honestly, you could probably get some LUTs that do pretty similar things for a lot cheaper. They were like $100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's so expensive.
It's so dumb. So that's one of those things that I regret buying. Like one of the only things that I regret buying.
Yeah.
Those LUTs. But I just do that, drop it on there, and then I make my own tweaks.
Yeah.
On top. Yeah, it also helps in low light situations when the venue's not lit well. Because the venue that I shoot at a lot is pretty small, so it'd be tough to get like lights there and light it myself.
Totally. Yeah, I've never brought lights to a wedding because I mostly do all the weddings by myself.
Yeah, so I don't have a second shooter or anyone to help, so it's like I don't want to miss key things when I'm trying to put a light up.
Dude, would you want wedding clients if I sent people to you?
I'd be down.
Because I'm trying to get away from it this year. Like, I don't think I'm really gonna do any weddings this year, except for maybe like a couple of close friends. But it's just like I feel bad turning people down because I want them to have like a really good wedding video too, you know?
Oh yeah, you don't want to just like you can go on Fiverr.
Look at a 5-second wedding video
for $5.
Okay, dude, do you watch PewDiePie's videos?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like an avid viewer. Like I watch everything he makes.
Dude, he is fantastic.
His Fiverr escapades. Did you see all that?
I haven't seen all of them. I've seen some of it.
Yeah, it was very controversial.
I'll go back and rewatch it though, because his stuff is just so good.
Do you watch have you watched his current stuff where he does like Pew News and stuff?
Yeah, the Pew News. And then what's his other one? He has Pew News and
he's got Huie, Pew News, You Laugh, You Lose.
Doesn't he have a meme review as well?
Yeah, dude, meme review.
And Elon Musk is coming on his meme review.
Wait, is it actually happening?
I'm pretty sure it's actually happening.
Because Elon tweeted that he would host meme review.
Yeah, so I think it's happening.
So, do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Beast made this vlog where he was promoting PewDiePie at the Super Bowl. He had like a group of friends and they had these giant shirts that said "Sub to PewDiePie."
Oh, I saw that.
And they were on TV multiple times. But in that vlog that Mr. Beast released, he said that if Elon Musk hosts meme review, that he'll buy a Tesla the second the video goes up.
That guy has so much money.
Dude, yeah, he spent so much money just like buying ads for PewDiePie.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Rented out every billboard in his town and put sub to
I
PewDiePie
heard about that. That's insane. I don't even know how we got on that topic, but I was gonna say it'd be really fun to like two things. First, like shoot a wedding with you somehow, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And second of all, maybe our next live stream we should talk about wedding film stuff.
That's a great idea.
Because views.
Yeah,
and passion. Yeah, dude, my like wedding tutorial that I did, I told you about it before, but it just passed 100,000 views.
It's just like raking
I was like, why does it have to be that video?
it.
But
Weddings are a really difficult topic.
they are.
I mean, not topic, but like path of a career path kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like it's a really good way to like get started.
Yeah,
And get practice, but it's also like a ton of pressure.
it is, but it's also a big paycheck.
Yeah, so it's like if you're
Like
pricing
payoffs,
yourself
but
well,
also
it's like it can be
trade-offs.
worth it for sure.
Yeah, but that's the key. You have to price yourself well, and I feel like we'll talk about this more next week. But I feel like you have to overprice yourself nearly.
Yep. And I suck at that. I'm not good at that. And
Same.
but I pretty much owe like weddings to the like as the reason that I've been full time for 4 years. Like
Yeah.
without weddings, I would not have been full time at all.
Yeah, weddings they're amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should do a wedding live
Learning.
stream next week.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I don't know how long we've been going, but we should wrap this baby up. Thank you all for joining. I know this is kind of earlier in the day, but I'm leaving town tomorrow. Daniel is gonna have the flu probably in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. I have the beginnings of that now. I was supposed to go on a date tonight. That's not happening.
Ooh, don't do no kissing, dude.
No, yeah. So we are gonna go on like a sibling date with. It was gonna be like a triple double date.
Mm-hmm.
And now my wife might just go leave me at home.
You're in the quarantine.
Yeah.
Dang, boy.
Bye, Michael. Much love to you.
Bye, Michael. Love you so much. Have a good night where you are. Have a good sleep tonight. All right, dude.
Enjoy those dreams.
Enjoy your dreams. I'm gonna end the live stream. God bless all of you. Don't kiss on sibling dates. Thank you, Kevin. Very wise words.
Definitely not.
Kevin will be on the channel soon.
Yes.
He's gonna
we
bring
have like a 3-way live stream when he's over there.
Dude. Let's do it. I plan on having him on my podcast when we're making a bunch of vids together, but let's do a live stream. Because I could set up, I have another Rode mic back there.
Bro, just get your second out of 3 Pro GH5 bodies and set up another camera.
Be a part of the pro service. All right, everyone. I love you all. Subscribe to PewDiePie, and God bless. See you later.
Yeah. Enjoy the day.